Okay, welcome back. So, in this part, we are taking on
All right,
Ripto.
Spyro, you've got the orbs. Defeat of Ripto is only moments away, right? Right? Well, anyway, good luck. He's right through this door.
Okay, so I have a uh, very strong distaste for this fight. um, so here's the thing: this fight is 3 stages, and if you die in the middle of any of them, you have to restart, which can get very frustrating.
Maybe I can
Ripto is
help.
also very accurate with his shots for some reason.
Yep. If
He's
you want to
very
test
good
my
at
power grid, why
anticipating
don't
where
you
you're
try
going to
me?
be
I'll
in
stand
fire.
still. I promise.
I like that idea. Dragon, you've just sealed your fate!
I still want to know what Ripto actually is, though. Like,
Spyro, we want to help you fight Ripto. Elora is using the orbs you collected to store power-up energy. Hunter will throw the powered-up orbs to you as they become ready. Even as we speak, the professor is experimenting with new forms of power-up energy, so you'll soon have abilities that no one has ever seen before.
ow, like that. He is definitely very good. Okay, thankfully we did manage to... You can stun him for a few seconds by hitting him with fire. The best thing is if you can get him cornered. If he's darting towards something, then he's probably going for an orb. Shoot. Sometimes I can get a lot out of... I need to be careful. Oh. In this first stage, he's not too bad. Jerk. But I find the second stage of this fight be one of the more frustrating ones. He's gonna pick that one up. Oh, you jerk. The farther into the fight you go, the more he gets the idea of what you're trying to do, and he'll start picking up the orbs as well. Alright, so yeah, we basically have a rematch with a mechanical gulp. This is where he becomes very accurate with his fireballs. And he loves to steal your orbs. Man. Jerk. Come on. Oh, nice. Yeah, as I said, he really loves to steal the orbs for some reason. He is very good at... Part of the problem is Hunter is being a fucking dumbass and throwing them right in front of him. Hunter, throw it to me. Yeah, you can usually, on the fireball one, you can usually get 2 or 3 hits on them. No, come on. Fucking jerk. Thankfully, he's not the smartest when he comes to the big attacks. Hunter, stop throwing them to him. Screw you. We need to be careful because we don't have any health. Unfortunately, I did kind of end that section without getting any health. I think they do give you Spark back at the end of this. Or in between these two sections here. Well, that escalated quickly. Alright, so you remember... Whoa. Don't fall into the lava. It's not game over, but it does hurt, and it can be very frustrating to get back up in the air if you fall. So if you remember those spaceships from the previous level, that's basically what Ripto is again. And he can be pretty accurate. If you see him shoot something, like, veer off to the side very quickly, because there's a good chance he's going to hit you otherwise. That hit him again? Hard to tell sometimes. Whoa. Alright, I think he's in his final phase, where he kind of flies more erratically and around the main thing to keep in mind, press the cross button, or X, if you get hit. Make sure to always get back into your flying. Yeah. And this is taking way longer than I want. Okay, that's all of our health. Come on. Oh. And that's it for Ripto. Falls into the lava. Never to be seen again. I think. To be fair, I don't really know much about the Spyro series outside of the first couple games. Ripto defeated. And unfortunately, Spyro doesn't really get a whole lot of games anymore that aren't Skylanders. And even then, those are basically dead at this point, I think.
I don't think we can ever thank you enough, Spyro. I suppose you have to go now?
Yeah, I'd better. They'll be missing me in the Dragon Worlds, and I've still got a vacation to take. I need it more than ever now.
Before you go, I think that Moneybags has something he wants to give you.
I most certainly do not.
Hunter? Spyro. Moneybags is very sorry that he made you pay so much on your way through Avalar. We want you to keep the gems as a reward for helping us.
Wow, thanks. Can you grab them?
Moneybags said all that.
Let me just type in the new coordinates and there! Spyro, you can now go to Dragon Shores. Hey, why don't you guys come with me? I bet you could use a holiday.
I'm afraid we can't, Spyro. Ripto may be gone, but he caused a lot of damage during his short stay. We'll be cleaning
Some of
up
us
the
has to be responsible, Spyro.
Avalar from Dragon Shores if you want to visit.
Well, okay. Come on, Sparks. We've got a lot of vacation to catch up on.
Whee! But that's not quite it. We still have Dragon's Shores to do. So see you guys in a sec. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this game so far at least. I definitely think overall it is an improvement over the first game for a few different reasons. Most notably, I would say adding more interesting NPCs to interact with, and I say that with quotes, because honestly, some of the NPCs can get just kind of annoying, specifically Hunter, I find to just be annoying, but I like the fawn lady. The remake of this game makes this entire world so gorgeous. I haven't really played much of the Reignited trilogy, but I do know that it is 10 times better looking than this game, and honestly, for a PS1 game, this place doesn't look too bad. Let's be real. If it was it doesn't look nearly as bad as some of the earlier PS1 games. Like going back to old school Tomb Raider, ugh, the visuals have not aged the best. At least this one is fairly nice looking compared to that. Tomb Raider is definitely one of those series that I would like to get back to at some point. We did the first game before we even did the first game of this series, I want to say, or of Spyro. So, yeah, I feel like we're overdue for that, but I still need to like actually sit down and beat the second one, because unfortunately I kind of want to go in order. It's just a personal preference with how the series is set up. And as far as like other PS1 games that I would like to get to eventually, obviously any game in a series like Spyro, Crash, Tomb Raider, I would love to get to those games. Crash is... I was actually thinking about doing with this one, and I'm not sure that's going to happen. I've been mostly just recording this one at the moment, because I needed to get it done. Need to get something taken care of, and this is the one that I had beaten and knew enough about to do an actual Let's Play for it. Special thanks. Riley Russell, Jamie Tika. Don't know. Anyways, so as far as what's after this one, that is an interesting question. I haven't really decided because I don't know how long this series actually is, and I'm not sure how long it's going to go. Ah, yeah, Tom Kenny. That's the guy who voices SpongeBob. I was like, I know I recognize that voice. That's definitely the SpongeBob voice actor, but I couldn't remember what his name was. I extra special thanks. Okay, cool. We are in Dragon Shores now. And obviously we're going to do Dragon Shores before we wrap this up.
Well done, Spyro. Step
Good
right
Niles.
on into Dragon Shores Park. By the way, if you win 10 tokens, you can visit our theater.
Alright, so, yep, we have 10,000 gems along with 64 orbs. That's what you need in order to enter this place. So, I don't know how the
Step right up, Spyro.
Cutscene changes there if you don't have enough. So these are mostly just a couple little mini games,
Pretty funny.
just for fun type of deal.
Have another shot if you want, kid.
There's really not too much challenge to these ones compared to
This is pretty easy, isn't it? Have another one of these tokens.
and I think this is the only time we see Gnorcs in this game.
Have another shot if you...
It's a good thing we don't have to like actually pay anything to get these tokens. It is purely free. Heh.
Wow, you really are a great shot. Take this. It's my last token.
And with that, we got 3 of the 10 tokens. Yeah. I would say the most challenging minigame is probably this one right here.
Welcome to the Dragon Shores coaster. Here at the shores, we don't just ride, though. If you can pop all the balloons on the track, a token is waiting for you.
So you don't actually have to jump to hit all of these. Most of them will just pop as you go past. You do have to be careful. There are other coasters coming towards you at certain spots. And you have random babies laying on the track.
Oh, that looked like...
Wow! I will give the showman this. They definitely have that kind of voice. Honestly, I'm so happy they don't make you have to jump to hit them. Alright, cool. That's the first one.
Good job, Dragon. Here's a token for you.
I believe there's 3.
All right, I'll flip this.
Okay. Now we got 50. Oh, come on.
Ow, that looked...
I'm not sure why the coaster just falls apart when you hit a small child that is just laying on the track. How does that make sense? Yeah, I'm sorry for all the popping noise. Unfortunately, there's not much I can really do about that. Unfortunately, we did miss a balloon there, so we're gonna have to do it again. Do, 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 do. It does not look like it's going fast enough to make that loop, but okay. I hate that placement right there. Gonna say I'm pretty sure that's one that you have to jump for. Okay, cool.
Not bad. Here's another token.
All right, we got one more token from this guy. You bet. Pop all the balloons. This is purely just for bragging rights. You don't have to do any of this if you don't want. So we now have to pop the big red balloons, which are off to the sides there. So we're going to try our best and get this one in the first try, but obviously... Unfortunately, I did miss a couple balloons there. That's cool. We'll just come back around. It's fine. Honestly, it's... I would find it very impressive if someone could get all of the balloons on first try without, like, having to go back around. Oh, come on. I always get caught by that one, because I have to jump to hit that red balloon, but then I land in a spot where I can't jump over the frickin' coaster guy. Then what engineer designed this? I want to know. No engineer, that's it. That's who. No engineer would have designed it so that two coasters are going in opposite directions. That's a safety hazard. Oh, shoot. Missed that turn. Oh, well. I didn't want those red balloons anyways. Oh, we're almost done. Don't worry. The sweet release is almost here. The worst is when you miss one and then you gotta go through it again just to try and have another shot at hitting it. Gotcha. There's no way to speed this up. Alright, we got 15 more balloons. I believe there's still a section at the beginning that we gotta do. We gotta try and avoid this frickin' dickhead. No, it wasn't this one. Oops. the next one that we missed something? Yeah. Two more. Just two more. Okay, cool.
Wow, you're a natural.
Thank you. I know. Showman Ganil. Yeah. Alright. Let's go and do this one.
Hiya, Spyro. I hear you're a pretty good shot. How'd you like to try my shooting gallery?
Nyah, nyah, nyah.
Oh,
I like that response. Gno. Alright. There's only so much time in
nice shooting. Here's a token. Ready for the next round? Nice shooting. Here's a token.
Yeah, honestly, the roller coaster one is probably the most
Ready
meat
for the next round?
of any of these little mini games. Shoot. Ooh,
Right.
right on time.
That's my last token.
Okay, we got one more to go.
Free, free, free. You pay no money down and make no monthly payments. In return, I'll give you one token. One is all I can give, but you can ride as many times as you'd like.
Yep.
Hop aboard, my friend.
Up aboard by ourselves in the tunnel of love. Wait, aren't those supposed to be brother and sister? Oh. Boo.
Here's your one token. When you have 10, try visiting the Dragon Shores Theater.
The first time I did this, I ended up getting with one of the Fawn
Ready to
girls.
take a whirl?
Ooh. Oh. Oh, hey. Honestly, didn't realize this was here. I guess that's just a straight up upgrade. To everything, so. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Well, that is everything.
Well, Spyro, it's your lucky day. You've managed to win enough tokens to enter the famous Dragon Shores Theater. Go on in and enjoy the show.
So, yeah. This is basically just a bunch of, the cutscenes that we've had throughout the game. So, yeah. And thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next Let's Play.